My name is Harry Every, and I am a Senior Development Engineer here at Entech Instruments, and the lead programmer on the Entech 4700. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a configuration for the Entech 4700. Now you'll notice here on the standard prep page that we have a red light on, telling us that our current configuration does not match the current method that has been loaded into the system. Now whether or not you're starting from scratch or you have a method loaded, if you see a red light like this, that's telling you there's a mismatch and that we need to adjust our method or adjust our configuration. In this case, I'm going to show you how to set up a new configuration, which we would do by clicking the Config Operating Mode button near the top of the screen. You'll notice on the left side of the config mode, there's a channel configuration panel, which allows us to adjust and view the current settings for the channel configuration. We have two large buttons near the top of the screen, which actually would allow us to load or save an existing configuration. For our purposes, I want to show you how to edit one, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock the Lock Channel Settings checkbox. Within the channel configuration grid, we can see we have a channel number, which we cannot change or edit. We have a name field, which allows us to define the name of the standard connected to that channel. We have the initial concentration field, which tells us the initial concentration of each one of those standards. We can have a cylinder ID, an expiration date, and any type of notes we want to add, which will all show up on any reports we'd print out after the process. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and change just channel 3, which currently is listed as ISTDA, or Internal Standard A, and I'm going to change that into the more common standard that we would use, which is TO15 subset. Now, most of our TO15 subset cylinders would come with 1 ppm, not 2 ppm. I can change this either by actually clicking in the text box and editing it, or click on the little calculator which opens up our numeric editor for initial concentration. And here, as you can see, we're currently set to 2 parts per million, or 2 ppm, and I can either hit delete and type 1, or in this case, since I'm set to an increment of 1, I can simply hit the down button. And now I'm at 1.0 ppm, and hit enter because that's exactly where we want it to be. Now that we've set the initial concentration, we could very easily click into the cylinder ID field and give ourselves a cylinder identification or serial number. We'll just call ours 123456. We can give it an expiration date, say 2/25/2014, and we can type any type of notes we want to. A very good year. Once we're done editing our table, we can hit the Lock Channel Settings button again, and our new configuration is ready to use. I'm going to go ahead and save this configuration, since this is a very common one that we're going to want to use again, and I will call it Standard Config. Now if I ever want to reload this config, I can simply hit Load Config, choose Standard Config, and open. And it has reloaded that configuration. You'll also notice now that the light that previously was red here in the corner has turned green, indicating to us that there is no longer a mismatch between our configuration and our loaded method. If we now return to our standard prep mode, you will see that all of our red lights here have turned green as our configuration now completely matches. I hope you have found this video useful, and we thank you for choosing the Entech 4700.